My music, that is our music, by Gerardo Piña and Anaid Ramirez, illustrated by Joana Ulla. This is Thomas Junior High in the US. Jack and attend the same school and are in the same music class. They are definitely not friends. They think they are very different. Are they really that different? Jack loves skateboarding, loud music, and heavy metal. He wants to form a heavy metal band with his friends. Anne loves singing, dancing, and acting. Her favorite music is pop. Todd is very quiet and shy. He wears glasses and a tie to school every day. He plays the violin, and he is a fan of classic music. He thinks classic music is the best music. It was 9 o'clock and they were in music class. Miss Mary, the music teacher, greeted the class and asked, "Who likes music?" Everybody in the class raised their hand. "Very good," she said. "Everyone loves music. Some people may not like to dance, paint, make crafts, or act in plays, but there isn't a single soul in the world who hates music. Music is part of our lives. It is everywhere on TV, in movies and videos, and even in our cell phones." Miss Mary asked the students to give examples of music they like and their favorite singers. "I like salsa. I think Lady Gaga is the best singer ever." "She's terrible." "What are you talking about? Are you crazy?" Everybody in the class had contrary opinions about different types of music. Miss Mary explained that it is fine to have different opinions about music and that every opinion should be respected. Then she continued with her class. "Who likes singing?" asked Miss Mary. Immediately Anne raised her hand and said, "I love singing and dancing. My favorite part of a song is always the chorus." Class, do you think that it is important to know the meaning of the words that we are singing? Is it necessary to know the social context of a band, a musician, or the kind of music that we listen to in order to enjoy?" the teacher asked. Only 2 students agreed and the rest disagreed. But who was right? Well, they both were. Miss Mary explained that to really enjoy a song, it is necessary to have a lot of information. People can just listen to a song and feel if they like it or not. Miss Mary went on explaining, however, having some information can help you enjoy some aspects of a song more. Why? Because the more we know about the things we like, the more we can enjoy and understand ourselves. For example, if you can identify different genres or singers that you like, you can explore them more. You can look them up on the internet and find more music that you like. Miss Mary showed the students a picture of the Greek god Dionysus. She asked, "Do you know where and how music originated?" Anne raised her hand and answered, "Miss Mary, why do we have to learn about history of music? It's more fun if we sing the last song on the radio or dance." "Well, you and the Greeks have something in common. Did you know that, Anne? People in ancient Greek loved music and they made it an important part of their lives. They had lyres, pipes, and drums, which they played in a loud, lively way for dancing. People played this music when they were worshipping Dionysus, the Greek god of parties, food, and drink." Jack laughed loudly. "I think we should have a party for Dionysus. Don't you think?" Miss Mary laughed too. "Yes, Jack, but another day. Please, raise your hand if you like classical music." Miss Mary told the class. Tad raised his hand shyly. "I do." Everybody else started laughing. "Okay, everybody quiet down. That's great, Todd. Who's your favorite composer?" "Friedrich Handel." "Johann Sebastian Bach." They composed music for people to play and sing in church, and music for people to play in their own homes. "Those are very good musicians, Todd," added Miss Mary. "Those are very boring musicians," whispered Jack. "Jack, remember we said that everybody's opinion should be respected. Let's continue." After Bach and Handel came many other famous composers such as Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, Ludwig van Beethoven, and Friedrich Chopin, just to name a few. Their music has been very important because they have transformed the way we listen to music today. Jack interrupted Miss Mary. "What does that music have to do with Metallica, Coldplay, or Lady Gaga?" "Well, if it wasn't for classical music, there would not be modern music. And that includes salsa, reggae, blues, and bailanto as well. So, as you can see, Jack, classical music is related to the music you like." Todd raised his hand, stood up, and said, "Music is always a collective phenomenon. No matter what your ideology, gender, or age is, music always connects you to other people even if you do not know them. Although all musical genres were born from classical music, today there are many different types of music. Listen to this song," the teacher said. "Miss Mary, my dad plays that kind of music. He's a blues musician," said Anna. "That's right. This is W.C. Hansen's St. Louis Blues, written in 1914. Guitar players like Muddy Waters, B.B. King, and Eric Clapton are famous blues players. I love their music," said Jack. The teacher explained the origin of blues. Blues was born at the end of the 19th century in the south of the US. Very few people remember the origins of blues. You may ask, why should I know that? Well, if you know a couple of things about blues, you will see it differently and you will appreciate it more. The bell rang and the teenagers left the classroom humming the St. Louis blues. I hate to see that evening sun go down. I hate to see that evening sun go down, 'cause my loving baby don't left this town. If I feel tomorrow like I feel today, if I feel tomorrow like I feel today, I'm gonna pack my truck and make my getaway. Todd was fascinated with the blues, so he decided to do some more research about it. Blues was the music of black slaves that lived in the south of the United States. Slaves had to work every day for long hours and without pay. They lived in terrible conditions. They had to face hunger, violence, and humiliations every day. Many slaves worked on cotton plant farms. They had to plant and pick the cotton when it was ready. Pregnant women, children, and sick people had to work too. Some slaves sang songs while they worked in the fields. They used to sing together to learn new songs and improvise. They had their voices to make music, and they only had the working hours to sing. Blues soon became very popular not only in the United States but also in Europe. By the second half of the 20th century, blues was universal. That is, people all over the world were composing and playing blues. Todd was very impressed and eager to share what he had learned about blues with the rest of the music class. The next day in music class, Todd shared with his peers the information he had found. Miss Mary told the class, "Can you imagine how strong the bond was between the slaves that worked in the same field? What do you think blues songs were about in those days?" Anna wanted to share what her father had told her about the blues. They were about how hard life was, about working in the fields, about how they wished they could do something else, be somewhere else. For many years, blues was played only from memory in live concerts. I even brought a song for you. It's called Dallas Blue. It was written by Hart A. Wand in 1912. There's a place I know, folks won't pass me by. Dallas, Texas, that's the town. I cry, oh hear me cry. And I'm going back to stay there till I die, until I die. The spirit of the blues could be felt within the class. All the teens were very excited. At the end of the class, the teacher gave students an assignment. I will assign the group. Each group can choose a blues song and play it for the rest of the class. The best performance will get an A in music. Anna, Jack, and Todd were in the same group. They weren't too happy to work together, but they all loved the assignment. Blues brought them closer. The three chose The Hoochie Coochie Man by Muddy Waters and Willie Dixon, written in 1954. The gypsy woman told my mama, before I was born, "You got a boy child coming, gonna be a son of a gun, gonna make these pretty women jump and shout, and the world will only know what's it about." They practiced together for hours. They had a lot of fun and got on well. They became very close. They did their performance and won first prize. They all got an A in music. After all the excitement and thrill, the three new friends realized they were quite alike. After all, they could enjoy music together. Music is very powerful. It can make a strong bond between different people who might otherwise think they have nothing in common. Blues music gave people from different cultures the opportunity to get closer. Do you think that the spirit of blues can be felt in Mexico? Are there people in Mexico who suffer from forms of slavery or social injustice? Don't you think we can make a better country if we think about others and not just ourselves?